Hello YouTube, it's that time again. 5 minute in the pool. It's been a while. Let's see if my training is going to pay off. Playing as white, it's the usual. Let's control the center. Let's keep the fundamentals consistent. Nothing crazy. Let me try this. Don't know what happens after this. Right. Let's go there. I've tried this before and it failed miserably. So I'm just hoping it works on this occasion. The fingers are crossed. Now, what do I take with? I think it's the queen. Okay. Let's get the bishop out, ready to castle. We've got the dark squared bishop pending. I want to castle relatively soon. I'm not that confident in. It looks secure enough, but that. So we've got two attackers on the D pawn. So I'm thinking I am going to either attack the queen. I think I am. Let's take the queen. I think I have to exchange queens. It's a new position for me. Let's castle. Oh, or do we protect? Oh, maybe there isn't a need to castle straight away. Perhaps. Perhaps. Now I'm really looking to castle now. Yeah, the castling looks good. I'm not sure what that move was preparing. But castling feels like a good idea. Then the escape square for the king next. Okay. Right, I don't want to exchange because that would open up his rook when he takes back with the pawn. So let's go back, look to centralize our rooks. Although I am tempted to push that D pawn to attack. Okay, well, no need. So now let us centralize our rooks. That is expected. Do I centralize yet? I think I do. I'm okay with everything else, I think I'm okay with everything else. Everything looks pretty well defended. My rooks are in the center, which makes me happy. And now, do I start pushing my pawns? That is the question. And which pawn would I need to push? Perhaps this one. And then my C pawn should be able to charge. Okay, which way are we taking? Take towards the center. But then that's a triple pawn, which is ugly as sin, but I think we're okay. Got 2 minutes 38 on the clock. I think we push again. Or do I attack the bishop? Because hopefully he can't defend the b pawn if the bishop moves, is my thinking. I may be horribly wrong. Okay, that was a good move actually. Unless I move my bishop. Yeah, I'll have to, because I don't like the fact that my rooks are not paired up. That's never a good thing, is it? But we're okay. We're still defending everything we should be defending. I guess I just have to go back, don't I? And now we should be looking to ideally be getting our king activated, but that's not looking too likely at the moment. So how do I progress from here? Push. I think that was the wrong choice. I really think that was the wrong idea. Check. Push. Might be okay. 1 minute 26 on the clock. I keep forgetting my time. Promote to a queen, then somehow I think I'm going to end up being checkmated, aren't I? I am going to get checkmated. Look at that. Oh, maybe not. Oh, am I not checkmated? Oh, I thought I was. It really isn't over till it's over. Jeez. There is life in this game yet. I need to speed up then. I need to really look for opportunities to take pieces. Okay, now we need to speed up. And play for checks. That's the name of the game. Oh, checkmate. Brilliant. I would not say that was particularly well played. I thought I was checkmated when I wasn't. Clearly, the calculations are still well out of my comprehension. However, let's take a look at the game report. There were several. I think I really was unhappy with the rook situation. Brilliant. Nice win. You were never in trouble. I beg to differ. I definitely beg to differ. Let's analyze. Oof, there's plenty towards the end that went badly. Okay, right then. So I did open in a less than usual manner with taking that pawn. Actually, it's a book move. Okay, and then there. And from here on in, from this moment onwards, it was definitely playing without preparation. So that bishop is actually the right move for him, but he didn't play. I thought I was deliberating between the two. I didn't want to open up the pawn, or should I say, I didn't want to open up the king side because I always castle that side. And I keep reading the queen is the quarterback. She should not have come out so early. These are those fundamentals that I ignore, and they will bite me in the bum at some point. I'm surprised he didn't take. Very surprised. But activating the bishop. Okay, queen comes out. Oh, I could have blocked. Which is interesting because there was two attackers on my d pawn, and I can't imagine how a bishop going there would have helped. I'm not going to play through the variation. Should I? Should I play? What would have happened? It's only marginally better if I'd taken that option. See, see here. I don't know why the queen or the bishop didn't take that d pawn. And I'm going to go down a rabbit hole if I look any further. So let's not do that just yet. But what does make sense? Oh no, even bringing the dark squared bishop out doesn't make a great deal of sense. I'd have to do a lot of analysis on that, which this video might not be the video for it. I might have to do a video on moves that I didn't make that I should have made, and figuring out why the engine move was better. That would be interesting. Anyhow, took with a knight. I should have attacked. I was tempted. E3 was only good. I'm very adverse to, pushing pawns in the center. I should do it more, but I don't. Opened up his light squared bishop. Okay. Pawn play. I do not have an appreciation of pawn play just yet. Best. I should have gone to the center rather than back. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. Something I'd probably look at some point. And now it gets interesting. Now here, my A rook can't take the pawn. Is A7 pawn, so I'm just thinking centralize the rooks and see where we go. Again wants me to push that pawn. Really wants me to push that pawn. And it's a whole point. It's a whole point more. Because it is an inaccuracy. Too advanced for me, I don't know. Another case of me needing to investigate further, I'd say. Yeah, that made sense. Oh, I could have hopped in there. I could have. But I wouldn't have had a next step. Next step, take the bishop. I don't know. I'm not that overly enamored by the thought of taking that bishop. I'd get taken back by a pawn, and I don't know. There's plenty of deep analysis that would need to be done. Takes. Okay. Oof. pushing pawns in front of my king is the best move. That isn't something I'm comfortable with just yet. I need a plan of action. I think pawn storming is definitely an area I have very little or next to no experience of. Oh, I was meant to take away from the center on this occasion, opening up the rook, which would have made sense. See, that's a nuance I'd have to appreciate. It's like a checklist. First, take towards the center. Secondly, if you're taken away from the center, it must be to open up something behind it. Perhaps that's the rule I could incorporate. But I did that eventually. Okay. Yeah, attacking that bishop would be a good idea because it's the only thing protecting my c-pawn, or should I say my pawn on c5. Ooh, I should have activated my king from then. Getting your king off of a dark square when the only bishop on the board from your opposition is the dark square bishop. That makes sense, and that's what I'm assuming is the reason for that move. Okay, well, if he moved that bishop, if he moved that rook, sorry, I would have taken it. I wouldn't hesitate. No lie. But made a mistake. I did not consider, because the bishop is protected by my pawn. That did not cross my mind. Wow, I was totally blind to that. I was completely blind to the fact that my bishop was being protected by my pawn. And my rook on e1 had free reign. E1? Yeah, on e1 had free reign of that back rank. Crazy. Okay, well, we exchanged. And we're even at this point. Dead even. That's crazy. I felt my triple pawns were far from optimal. I definitely, if I had to choose which side to be on, I'd choose black. Pawn structures a million times better. The rook on the 8th rank for him, 7th rank, sorry, isn't great, but computer says we're dead even. And then it got crazy. I'm slightly better. Didn't fancy my bishop getting taken, but that king, such a powerful piece in the endgame. I just refused to use it for some reason. I think I just have to get comfortable using it. Really wants to exchange knights. Yeah, could have done. Could have done, because my bishop's not great. That's the best move. Now I'm up 3.57. He was attacking the bishop. And now at this point, as far as I'm aware, I was just thinking, I can't remember the saying, past, it wasn't a passed pawn. I was going to say passed pawns must be pushed. That wasn't a passed pawn, but it had the opportunity to be one, kind of half passed. But it was the risk, because once I went there, surely yeah, it wasn't great. So I should have put my bishop there. Bishop to e3 is the best move. Because if he takes my bishop, I take his. Oh, sorry. If he takes my pawn, I take his pawn. Okay. If you say so, I guess that's a good thing. Yeah. I'd agree that's a blunder, and now I'm plus 63.9. Oh, I was meant to push before. I should have pushed before I delivered check. Yeah, because the rook can't go to the back rank, or his first rank, should I say, because the pawn would be attacking it. That would have been handy, and that's probably close to being checkmate, to be fair. Didn't consider that. Push. And it's one of those moments where I'm letting my pawns die in order to promote. And here, I was convinced I was in a terrible... Did I have just seen? Oh no, I'm in check. I was going to say the queen could have taken the bishop, but I was in check. That was forced. I was going to say I had no other option. And it's so strange that that is not... It's not strange that it's not checkmate. It's obviously not checkmate, but... Moving my g-pawn did not occur to me at any point. I think if I was to listen back to the video, I was convinced I was checkmated and the game was over. Which is crazy to think. It was crazy. It was insane. It was an insane moment where I thought I'd lost and I was so close to winning. And it turns out I hadn't lost. Thank heavens for that pawn. See, maybe I knew this was going to happen. That's why I didn't push those pawns sooner. I definitely did not know that that was going to happen. Blocks. Interesting choice. Yeah, that was... Oh no, that makes sense actually. That pawn is technically hanging. And I was very grateful to spot that... Oh. I thought that fork was a good idea. But it turns out I should have gone there. And that's mate in 4. At my level, I'm taking material if it's there. Let's be honest. I definitely... I don't see mate in 4. I'm looking at this. And do I see mate in 4 if I was to take that pawn? Yeah, I do. I don't see it. I don't see. I don't look at this and think, oh, mate in 4. I'm seeing far too much going on here. Although, taking that pawn, that king does have very few squares to go to. Let's be honest. But alas, I was happy with that fork. Very happy with that. So I went from, what was it, plus 60 something. Yeah, plus 63.9. It just went down. 63.9. Crazy. Crazy. Anywho, where were we? I was proud of my fork that the engine wasn't that impressed by. Had to take. Oh, it jumped. What happened? There we go. Best move. I think my finger slipped. The fork, the take, and then that wasn't the best move. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't thinking great ways of checking with my pawns, or even checkmating, or getting crazy amounts of material. But yeah, I didn't think that was checkmate either. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking just deliver a check before I can get my rook involved, or while I was finding a way to get my rook involved. But there we go. A win is a win. More than enough mistakes for me to need to refer back to. Plenty of tactical errors. Just thinking off the top of my head, taking the queen out too early. I don't know if there's a training theme for when to push your pawns, pawn structures and attacking in the center, etc. What else was there? Pawn protecting my bishop. That was definitely something I need to commit to memory. And there are times when you should and shouldn't attack towards the center, take towards the center when you've got two options with pawns. But yeah, we keep going on, we soldier on. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was an emotional roller coaster for me. I'll continue to train and play more 5-minute games. Until then, see you next time.